Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. We are here today to talk about the match preview for the Chelsea and Burnley game. I do believe that Thomas Tuchel will be going live and doing his press conference to give us some more updates on injuries. So you know how the show works. We will be going through the 11. We'll be going through some team news that this may be just coming up that we've got at the moment, which is still a little bit old, but we'll still talk about it. We're going to go through the fixtures, the head-to-heads, where we are as well in terms of the table, where they are, etc. A bit of everything today. And on top of that, we will open the lines for you guys to get involved as well. But you know what you need to do before we move any further forward. Hit that like button. Subscribe to GNA TV as well, guys. We're on the road to 3.5k. I always do miles in between. So if we're at 3.5, we'll go for 3.5, rather than saying 3 to 4, because it feels miles away. It feels miles away. But anyway, before we move forward, let's cue that intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. Hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world, as we always say. Yeah, big game tomorrow, hey? I did promise you guys a watch-along for this, if you remember. I did promise you guys a watch-along. The watch-along will be on tomorrow. But tomorrow, we've got two watch-alongs. It's a double header tomorrow for you guys. We're going to be setting up the broadcasts for that later on this evening for you guys to be made aware of the timings and things like that. But we have got the women's playing at 12:30. So at 12:30, the women's Chelsea ladies are playing against the Aston Villa ladies for 12:30. Straight after that, when she finishes at around 2:15 to 2:20, I will be going live around between 2:30 to 2:40 to go through the team lineups, to talk about who, in many ways, who's going to be the key, who needs to be the key to make us, help us beat Burnley tomorrow. All of that will be revealed 20 minutes or 25 minutes before the game tomorrow. And the watch along for the rest of that I'll be there. However, just to give you an update, once that watch along does finish tomorrow, I have got to shoot because I'm going out an hour later. So in terms of the match reaction, we will get one. It won't be after the watch along, but it will be probably some point on Sunday, which then we'll talk about the points. But doing the watch along, sitting with me, watching me go mad at the TV, moaning about this, that, and the other, or being happy. Hopefully we do what we did against Norwich and smash them 7-0 or something, But like I said to you guys, 2 watch alongs for you tomorrow. The women's at 12:30 and the Chelsea versus Burnley at 2:40. Which will be good. It'll be good, man. I'm looking forward to it. Before we do that, we've got the preview. The preview which we always bring to you guys as well. So make sure you hit them likes, subscribe to the channel, get us to 40 likes. The link goes in the chat straight away. That's the way we're doing it today. Andre, big up to you, my bro. I hope you're well. Big up to Matt in the house. He says, let's smash that like button. Let's try and do that, please. Declared says big up, Jen. Always big up to Declared, one of the panelists on GNA TV now. Got a lot planned for the international break as well. So don't think you're going to be bored. Don't think that we're not going to continuously be bringing you guys the shows that you need, because we're going to be doing debates after debates. We're going to be still talking about Chelsea. We're going to still be talking about the Premier League show and where we stand. There's going to be so much being brought to you guys in the next week or two as well, including tomorrow's double header watch-alongs. Double header watch-alongs. One at 12:30 and the Chelsea and Burnley at 2:40, which I will be doing for you guys, as I promised. Jem, what would you drop Chalobah? Would you drop Chalobah for Christensen at right centre back? The Danish Phil Jones looks shaky when he's not in the centre of the three. Do you know what, Wira? I've been trying to revert from... Sorry about the cough, but I've been trying to revert. I'm talking about Christensen too much because I actually think he's been very good. Would I replace him for Chalobah? Maybe you could get away with him not playing him, but do I think he may start tomorrow if he's fit? Yeah, I think we'll play our strongest team. And our strongest team at the moment involves Christensen playing with Rudiger and Thiago Silva. Big up to D-Stretch as well. I hope you're well. Jim, did you see the Burnley playing dirty for a penalty? Mendy might concede. So wondering what you think of trying out Kepa. Nah, I don't think we need Kepa, bro. I think it will be Mendy. There's no issues with that. I think the issue Burnley will have is getting up the pitch, because they will play low block and they will play that long ball. But if they've only got one striker up there against Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Christensen, I expect us to still have enough to deal with that against Chris Wood, against the Barnes, whoever it is that's leading that line for Burnley. Can't wait for the watch-alongs. Exactly, not one watch-along, 2 watch-alongs for you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be mad. Really busy day of streaming on GNA TV. Big up to my guy Jem. Big up to Abs, Couch Critic, moaning about ZH. Who's moaning about ZH? Who's moaning about ZH, bro? 2 watch-alongs, so blessed. Yeah, Bex, I did say to you we'll bring them 2 watch-alongs. So big up to you. Also, we've got the ladies show Sunday. The ladies show is back Sunday night, 7 p.m. as well for you guys. So they will be talking about the Burnley game in ratings, reactions as well. So make sure you tune into the weekend of stuff we got here. Please make sure you keep peppering the like button. Listen, guys, appreciate if you can do that. Mount Cho insert someone else other than Havertz. For front three, more likely Tuffy need to keep the faith with Kai. I'm always keeping the faith with Kai, man. Kai Havertz for me is someone that I'm fine with. Yeah, he needs to score more goals, but in terms of what he does and how he does it up front, I think it's still very important in terms of the way that we play the game. Roman, do you know what's that's worth? Kai Havertz is the best on earth. Big up to Roy in the house. Not seen you in a while, bro. I hope you're well. Everything's well with yourself. Thank you very much for the 3K. 3K, I appreciate that. Cornet for Burnley has been excellent. Watch out for him. Yeah, but he's coming up against the best team in England at the moment, so they're going to have to step up. They're not in great form as well. King Kai needs to start. I agree. It was in response to what you said about the watch-alongs and moaning about the... I get you, Couch. I get you now. I do get you. But guys, we are going to delve into things. What time is the Tuchel press conference? Can someone let me know in the chat? What time is the Tuchel press conference today? I don't see how Ziyech merits another start. We need to keep refreshing the attack. It's always a 3-4-2 when the Moroccan plays. Yeah, I think we're a bit limited at the moment, to be honest. I think we're very limited in terms of who can play there. All right, Pulisic is back, but is Pulisic ready to start a game? Because I would love to see Cho, Pulisic, and Havertz. We don't know the means of Mason Mount. There's talks that he might still not be ready. I haven't seen him in training. Have you? Because I haven't. Abs is saying, Jembro, you never answered it. What's been your favourite Chelsea game this season? I have to. I don't know. Is the answer to that? Probably. I like the 7-0. The 7-0 was good. Beating Norwich 7-0 was tasty. But in terms of who we've played up to now, the Tottenham game was decent. I thought the Tottenham game in the second half was very good. That impressed me massively. That did. Yeah, peppering Arsenal's always fun as well. I liked all our games, man, to be honest. I don't really have so many favourites, all for different reasons. 1:30 is when the press conference is on, so we will be doing a squad builder today. I am slightly reservant on doing it before that time because actually we might have to because it's only 12:55. So maybe we have to just do it and assume what we think. And then when Tuchel starts telling us who's injured, who's not, you guys can let me know in the chat as well, as I can't unfortunately see it. But over 25 of you here, 8 minutes in, hit that like, subscribe to GNA TV as well, guys. Let's try and push them likes up. Like I said to you guys, 2 watch-alongs tomorrow, plus a ladies show on Sunday. And we're doing the preview now. It's massive on GNA TV. Ziyech has to start because of no other options. Let him get game time to keep him happy. Then bring in Pulisic. My favourite one so far was Brentford away. I don't know. That gave me a heart attack, especially in the second half. The Liverpool game was entertaining, but still, we should have beat it. If we'd have beat them, then I would have said that one, to be honest. My favourite game has been Liverpool just because of the defensive masterclass we put in. We did. I can't, unfortunately. I'd love to be able to watch it, but I can't because I'm here. I'm here. That's why I need someone in the chat to let me know what the updates are, as always, and then we'll go on that basis as well. Winning against Brentford away was crucial. It was. I'm well, man, just hungry at the moment. Tell me about it. I'm always hungry, bro. I'm always hungry. Let's go into some little bits of detail anyway, whilst we're in the meantime. So let's start with the table, obviously, because we are sitting top of the league at the moment. Quite comfortably at the top of the league. Playing against the Burnley team, who we know are in 18th, not in the greatest of form, did win their last game. Quite convincingly, must I say, as well. 3 draws and one loss. Obviously, we're a -6 goal difference. they're up against the Chelsea team that is in great form. The last 5 games, we've won our last 4, and we've only lost 1. So our standings at the moment is 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 23 goal difference, the best in the league, and goals for 26 as well. So it's looking peak for Burnley, but at the same time, this is the Premier League. We will have to turn up. We will have to move the ball quickly. If we don't move the ball quickly, it will be a long day. I keep saying that. If I start seeing sideways, backwards, the front three not moving, the midfield not being progressive, trying to play the easy ball, it, it, Burnley will sit there and then love that. They will love that, not being able to have to be dragged about or being moved. So I think for Chelsea to be successful tomorrow, if we're going to analyse the game very quickly, I think we will need to make sure that we start quickly. We start quickly. We get in their faces. We don't give them time on the ball. We attack the space. There might not be a lot of space, but the space in between the pocket of the defence and midfielders, or if there is that space behind the defence because they're trying to push us up, Havertz needs to make them runs. You're going to have to stretch them. If we don't stretch them, if we don't do that, it will be a long day. It will be a long day. And it all, for me, falls to how quick we score the goal as well. Because if we score in the first 20 minutes, I'm predicting 3-0, at least. Because they will have to come out. They will have to come out. They won't play the low block. You have to get the goal early against low blocks. Because then it mucks up their plan. Their plan is to hold for 45, go in at 0-0, get to 60th minute at 0-0. And then they make a couple of subs, push themselves up a bit. Or they don't. They sit and they take it. And do you know what I mean? So we need to impose ourselves on them tomorrow. Chelsea have to impose themselves on Burnley tomorrow. It's important. It's important that we start well. And this is what I'm saying to you. If we're lethargic, if we're slow, if we do what we did against Malmo. Malmo first half, very sloppy, sideways. Loftus-Cheek was the only one progressively moving forward. They need to be ticking pretty quickly. It's going to be important. But over 30 of you here already. Hit the likes, subscribe to the channel as always, guys. Massively appreciate you all here at the moment. Please subscribe. Like I said to you guys, 2 watch-alongs for you tomorrow. I'm going to keep repeating it throughout the whole stream because there's new people coming in. So sorry if you've heard it about 10 times. The Aston Villa Chelsea women's watch-alongs 12:30 tomorrow with Charlotte, who's smashing it over there. So make sure you check in on that. Straight after her at around 2:30 to 2:40, Chelsea versus Burnley watch-along hosted by me. We will be going live a bit early to talk about the team news, the team lineups, how I expect it to go. And then we'll be doing the watch-along. I will open the lines as we go through the watch-along as well to get your thoughts, to get your opinions, to understand how you feel we start this game. So make sure that you are tuned in tomorrow because tomorrow is a big day. And before all of that, you've got Man United and Man City to watch at 12:30. So, some big games. There's some big games here, there and everywhere. Are Burnley going to play like Newcastle? Probably. Are Burnley going to play like Newcastle? It wouldn't surprise me. I think Burnley are better defensively than Newcastle. They can set up and make it very hard for us to break them down. Chelsea will beat Burnley. I hope so. Imagine if Anthony Taylor gets drafted as free for the game. I don't even want to think about that. Dude, do you know if we keep going the way we are going, we're going to win 31 games with 99 goals and 11 goals conceded. If we do that, that then puts us in the pinnacle of how, you remember the 04-05 season when we won the league? That 11 goals conceded, I think that matches it. In terms of points, I think we beat it. I think we got 93 or 94 points in that season. It could. Don't get me wrong. This team is capable of anything. If they do it now as well, it would be such a more of a big achievement for me as well. Doing it against the teams now and how competitive the league's supposedly meant to be. If we do that now, it's massive. Big up to you, Osam. I hope you're well. Oluwe saying 2-0 as well. Oluwe C. We also drew 4 games and lost 4 games as well, which is pretty solid to be fair. 16-0 is what Mike London is saying. 16-0. 16-0. I reckon 2-0 Cho and Ziyech. Fair enough. We're going to talk about that a bit later. Jeremy, imagine going 8 clear of Man City. Can you imagine that? That's massive. That's huge. That is seriously huge. Big up to Dev that's in the house as well. I hope you're well. Would the manner of victory mean a lot to you, or are you thinking the hallmark of champions is grinding out W's? I think defeating them convincingly 3-4-0 is championship material. But to beat them 1-0 and grind the win and them not actually have any shots on target is still champions elect material. Does that make sense? So I think you can do it both ways. I think you can win it dirty, let's say, maybe with a 1-0, getting stuck in, them doing dirty tackles, us having to be patient. Or you can go and do what we did against Norwich and slap them 4-5-0 and make them look really stupid. And that looks good. So I think we can do it both ways. But providing that we limit their chances to them at our goal, it looks good. It looks good. And that's what we did to Malmo. Even against Malmo, we only created 3 great chances in front of goal. But they didn't have any shots on the target. Mendy didn't have anything to do. Big up to Jose. Hope you're well. He says smash the like button as well. Have to start fast. I don't think it's about Burnley carrying a threat, but they will gain confidence in their approach if we don't start fast and hurt them early. And exactly what I said, Couch. Always on the same wavelength as well. Guys, got to make sure that we follow Couch Critic on YouTube because I'm over there once a week. Me and him have got a little show that we're doing, which is a review of the games. You know, we break it down strategically. He brings up some videos of the game, clips of the game. We talk about individual players, everything. Couch Critic. Go and follow him. Let's get him to 200 subscribers. He's only 25 away from that. Discord as well. Bex knows the Discord. If you're new to GNA TV, we do have a Discord group. You click that link, you download it onto your phone, and it takes you straight to the GNA TV community group, which then over there you can talk to us. Everyone that's in the chat, myself, I'm there as well. We can all talk over there. I even upload the streams early so you know when we go live. Over 40 of you here, 16 minutes in. Let's smash the like button, guys. Just get them likes up, 40. If you're new, subscribe to the channel as well. We've got so much to delve into, and the lines will be open, as always, to allow you guys to get involved. That was inevitable for me, Andre. Xavi was always going to go to Barcelona. A lot of people saying, is he going to be the new Pep? No, he's going to be the new Xavi. You know, he's going to be Xavi. He'll be his own manager, you know. McNeil's always worries me, top player. Yeah, but McNeil worries you. But look at how good we are defensively, bro. Be confident in what you've seen up to now. You know, we played against very good wingers up to now, and we dealt with them. So we just need to, like I said, if we play the way we know we can play, we have no reason not to beat them. We can beat this Burnley team, providing that we impose ourselves on them. Jim, if we win the league, can I get a segment on GNA TV? Considering I called it yes, abs. If we win the league, I'll give you your moment on GNA TV to come on here and say what you like, because you have been very consistent. That is very true. Imagine winning the Premier League with Alonso and Moses as wing backs during 16-17 season. Tell me about it. So painful to think that we keep winning, but we end up seeing Salah saying Liverpool, saving Liverpool. Gonna be, yeah. Big up to Couch. Anyway, let's move on because I'm just yapping away in the chats. I love interacting with you guys. That's the problem. I'm meant to be going through the bits that I've been working on. I'm like bringing up on tabs, but I'm sitting here going through the chat. I try and interact with you all the time. Always. In terms of team lineup and team news, I know Thomas Tuchel's coming out at 1:30. He's going to clarify a lot of the things that's already here at the moment for us as well. But in terms of the team news, Romelu Lukaku, Kovacic, Timo Werner are all out for injury. I don't think that changes. I'd be shocked if he comes out and says, oh, they're fit, which I doubt that's going to happen. In terms of Mason Mount, it seems like it's remaining that he's doubtful to play as well. But this is the key thing, right? Because if he is fit and he is in the squad and Tuchel confirms it in the next half an hour, which he's going to do soon, then I see him starting. I think he'll start, or he might not start. And Ziyech starts and he comes on the second half. But I think Mason Mount starts if he's fit and he's been training. So we have to wait out on Mason Mount. The Mason Mount one's going to be interesting. And N'Golo Kante is also available. He wasn't used against Malmo, which does make him available against Burnley. Does Kante get in the team? We will be talking about that very soon because we are going to do a FIFA squad builder based on what we think Tuchel's going to do very soon. And we're going to talk about it. Hakim Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi are expected to support Kai Havertz. I think that don't change. We'll see. Again, Reece James and Chilwell, are okay. In terms of Burnley, Dow Stevens is unavailable. Aaron Lennon's ill. Dwight McNeil and Goodmanson operate on the wide, so they'll be fit as well. I mean, their predicted team lineup is here. They reckon Mendy, Aspie, Silva, Rudiger, James, Kante, Jorginho. No Ruben Loftus-Cheek is what they think. Chilwell, Ziyech, Havertz, Hudson-Odoi. There you go. So like I said to you, it's very vague team news because we're going to get more updates from the man himself, Thomas Tuchel, in the next half hour, I'd say. What are we at now? Yeah, half hour, 40 minutes. We'll hear more from him as well. In terms of Let me get this down as well. Let's go through. So you're saying Ruben and Kante pivot would ensure faster ball transitions into attack. We don't need Jorginho to slow down play. I hear that. I actually get that as well. I really do. We need Lukaku to back in the squad to start firing. Yeah, we've been fine without Lukaku. Look how many goals we're scoring without him. I said to you how important it will be. And if we were going to lose him, I said it to you. When we lost him, I said, this is the period where I'd rather lose him because I expected to still win these games. And since then, up to now, we've been winning games. So that's the most important thing. If Mount is fit to be on the bench, I believe he should start. Yeah, I agree as well, Andre. I do as well. In terms of head-to-head, guys, let's have a look. Because in terms of Burnley's head-to-heads, the last time we played them at the Bridge, we beat them 2-0. 2-0 to Chelsea. We beat them away as well, 3-0. Again, we beat them 3-0 at home. I'm trying to see when... So they drew with us back in 2019 of April, which was Sarri's season, right? No, was that Lampard's first season? I think that was... No, that's the end of Sarri's season. That was the end of Sarri's season, wasn't it? We drew 2 at home with them, and then they lost to us again away twice, but then they beat us. The last time they beat Chelsea was here, right here. 12th of August 2017. We lost 3-2. I mean, it was a narrow win anyway for them, but they beat us 3-2 on the time. And then since that, they've took just loads of L's. The last time they beat us was back in... Well, they drew, actually, then. Last time they beat us was back in... No, since that we've battled. The only time they've actually ever beat us is 2017 of August 12th. They've drew with us, but other than that, they took a lot of L's against Chelsea. So, you know, there's a lot that wavers in our favour in terms of head-to-heads and forms. You know, we know how to deal with them. They're not really a bogey team in many ways. It might be hard to break down, but eventually we knock at the door, we break the door down, and we get the victory. And I expect the same thing tomorrow. I keep saying it. I keep stressing about it. We need to move the ball quickly. That ball has to be moved quick. Mount was in training this week. So if he was in training this week, he's fit. He's fit. They drew with us 2-2. It was Sarri. Yeah, I thought so as well. Yeah, Kante and Higuain both scored, but Ashley Barnes and Jeff Hendrick both scored for them. Fair enough. So that's the last time they drew with us. But last time they lost was 17. We lost was in 2017 at home to Burnley, 3-2. Big up to Noah. Says big up to Bex. That was the opening game of Conte's season. It was frustrating. Was it? 17, yeah. 17 was, yeah. 17 was, yeah. We don't really need Lukaku. Don't want him in the first place, is what Mike's saying. Wow. Fair enough on that. Fair enough on that. But there's the fixtures list for you guys, giving you a bit of a brief breakdown as to where we're at with things and that. In terms of Chelsea, just have a look. No, they ain't gone live yet. I thought they'd gone live. Going live at 1:30, yeah? All right, cool. In terms of that, we do then move on to the supposed predicted team lineup. We will go through each individual area and give our views on it. At the same time, Thomas Tuchel will be doing his press conference, so we will be able to... People in the chat can let us know who's fit, who isn't, etc., etc. But we are got 23 minutes in, over 50 people here. Smash the like button, guys. Let's get them likes up. 40 likes. Let's go. The lines are going to be open, as always, for you guys to get involved very shortly. Very, very shortly. And if you're new, please subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Hazard. Are you talking about in their primes, Andre? Is that in their prime? Because if it's in their prime, it's Hazard. If you're talking about now, right at this moment in time, it's Cho. I don't think Hazard's the same player. I don't think Hazard is the same player. But anyway, let's move. Let's move on to the proposed predicted lineup for us based on how we think it's going to look. Because obviously we are still waiting for Thomas Tuchel. Our run up until the end of November, we need 4 wins. Burnley at home, Leicester away, Juventus at home, Man United at home. 3 games at home means we need 9 points minimum. Yes. I think Leicester away can be tricky. In terms of the home games, I expect us to beat Burnley. I want us to beat Juventus. We owe Juventus one massively. And Man United, well, it's Man United, isn't it? Who's not going to want to beat them, which is going to be a big game. If you're talking current, they're saying Cho as well. But in terms of the squad, let's get into it, guys, because obviously, in terms of goalie, I know someone mentioned Kepa, but is there anyone else? Is there really anyone else that you should be selecting other than Edouard Mendy in the goal? I think it's one thing that we can predict before even kickoff even starts. If he's fit, he plays. He's the best in form at the moment, not only in the Premier League but in the world. He's doing things at a mad rate. Clean sheets, the number of clean sheets that he's keeping are very good. There was a stat where they compared Mendy with Peter Cech's all-time record, and he's on track. He's on track to reach that at this moment. If he continues at the level that he's doing, he can definitely reach that. Big Ed dude has to go in. There's no two ways about it. There's not too much to say about Mendy, is there? Right centre back. I'm going strong. Like I said to you, this is an important game for me. Just before the before the break as well. We need to play our strongest team. And in Andreas Christensen, he is for me someone that has to start. If you've noticed very slowly, and I don't know if you have, but Aspie, I think will slowly stop playing games. He might play games here and there, but as long our preferred back three is definitely Christensen, Thiago Silva, and Rudiger at the moment in my eyes. So again, like I said, it's an important game. We have to win. I want to see our strongest team line up. We have to keep the pressure. Man United are playing Man City, which means that they will drop points between the two. Liverpool have got West Ham away, which is not an easy game. West Ham will give them problems. This is a game where we're playing a team that are struggling at the bottom. Let's be serious. For us to go and accumulate some points and then sit back and see what everyone else is saying. So it's important that we get it done. Big up to Pelu. She thinks Chalobah starts. Pelu, tell me why you think Chalobah starts, please. Because I would go with strength. I know Christensen, Thiago Silva, and Rudiger played against Malmo, but we're up against a team that are very physical. They will play one or two strikers up front. Chris Wood, Ashley Barnes. They might play both of them. You're going to need to be physical. And I think with them three, they're our most physical. I'm not saying Chalobah isn't. I just don't think Chalobah will be summoned for this type of game when we need to be solid. And I know he's solid, but I just feel more comfortable with the Christensen at the back. Chalobah, Rudiger, Silva is my back three. Would like to see Chalobah over Christensen for this game. Okay, fair enough. Thiago Silva started 2 games this week already, but you know what? And I hear that. I do hear that. But at the same time, this guy, we need to accept that this guy can play more than 2 games in a row now. Because when we first bought him, we're playing 1 game, 1 off, 1 game, 1 off. This guy is like Cristiano Ronaldo. We're banging about Cristiano Ronaldo in terms of his fitness and how he looks after himself. This guy does the same. If you follow Thiago Silva on Instagram, he's very strict with himself. He has been since he's been playing football. If he's fit and he's cool, he plays. When you think about it as well, we don't do that much. Or we don't ask our defence to do that much in games. Because a lot of times we're dominating the ball anyway. So I get it if we're getting run ragged up and down and stretching and blah, 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 and he's having to run everywhere. But I think the reason we get away with Thiago Silva playing more than maybe 2 games is because of the way we play. And because we are very domineering with the ball further up the pitch and in midfield. It's easy for him to just hold his position and play the balls left, right. Maybe win a header when it comes over. Or if they just clear the ball because there's too much pressure from our side of things. I'd like to see Chalobah start again. Fair enough, Andre. It's either AC Silva Rudiger or Chalobah AC Rudiger. Yeah, it just depends whether Silva plays or not, doesn't it? That's the issue. But I think he does. Chalobah's on the bench. Agree, Chalobah should start, especially after signing a new contract. He will be highly motivated. But like I said to you guys, do not forget the team we're up against. They're physical. And who are our 3 best in the air for me? Christensen, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva. They're our most physical 3. They're our most physical 3. That's what I would say. Guys, in terms of what we've got coming up as well, there's over 60 of you, nearly 70 of you here right now. So let's get them likes up. Let's try and hit the 50 likes. If you're new, subscribe to the channel as well. But we have 2 watch-alongs tomorrow. So make sure you stay in for that. One's at 12:30 UK time for the women's WSL, Chelsea versus Aston Villa, or Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Straight after that, when that finishes at 2:40, I promised you guys that I would give you the watch-along. Chelsea versus Burnley, live on GNA TV, watch-along. We will be going through the team lineups just before the game. and then you will be able to sit with me while we watch the game and talk together and watch my reactions. I know people want to see reactions. This is why they want me on here as well. So, yeah, you'll see how I am when I'm watching the game. The lines will be open on the watch-alongs as well to get you involved. So make sure that you stay tuned, guys, that you stay tuned with GNA TV because it's going to be a lot going on. What's going on here? It's saying bugged out. Why is it doing that? All right, that's because I'm there. Sorry, guys, 2 seconds. That's it. So you can see it. In terms of who I think starts in the middle, I still think Thiago Silva, unless Tuchel comes out and says someone's injured or they're ill, they've got a toothache, or their head's hurting them, they've got a headache or something. I don't, unless that happens, I don't see how Thiago Silva don't start. And people go, yeah, but he played 2 games. But this is what I think Tuchel's going to do. This is our strongest team. It's the last game before the international as well. Bear that in mind as well. And the other guy that I think will play next to him is Rudiger because he has to play. He's got no choice. It's like Lukaku when he's fit. He always plays, you know? Even though we got the option to not play him now because of the way we've been playing without him. But you know what I mean, you know? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Rudiger, Silva and Christensen is my back line. True, you're not wrong. Thiago is elite. He is elite. He's a baller. That's what he is. Guys, 30 minutes in, over 75 of you here. Get them likes up, please. Thomas Tuchel doing his press conference in the next 20 minutes or 25 minutes as well. We will be re-updating this team lineup once we actually know who's fit, who isn't. We're just assuming how we think it's going to start because we've not really heard of any other injuries as well. You come in tomorrow, Jem. I'm not, unfortunately. I'm doing the watch-along here, Fator. I've promised the watch-along for the guys on GNA TV. So like I said to you guys, watch-along is tomorrow for you guys, 2:40 UK time. Make sure that you tune in with me for that because it was going to be good. Toothache. Do you remember Ziyech had a toothache and Christensen had a headache? Or was it the other way around? Sorry, Ziyech had the headache and Christensen had the toothache. I remember that. VJ, big up to you, my bro. I hope you're well. Hope you are well. Jim, have a word with Monster. He's been a naughty boy. What's he done now? Where's he been? Where's my boy? Oh, yeah, last game before international, all out Tuchel. That's what I'm saying. All out. Why are we even thinking about not Silva and not this? Play your best team. We play our best team. When you see that back line, you just know we're not conceding. That's my point, Bex. You know, that's my point. These 3 points are massive for me before we go into the international break. We come back against Leicester away. Not an easy game. Juventus at home. And then Man United at home. We need the points. We need the points. You know, we need, especially in the Premier League, we need to keep that gap. That gap needs to stay how it is. Aspie's right centre back for me tomorrow. We're going to get into that now. Maybe play Chalobah this game. He's not going to an international. He's not. Yeah, maybe, but I just don't think Tuchel thinks like that. I don't think Tuchel sits there and goes, right, they're going international. I am going to play them. You know, doesn't matter if they played how many games for me. Like, I don't think that, like what I'm trying to say, I don't think they think that. I just think if they've got their team, they want to play the strongest team, we need maximum points. And he knows his best team. I keep banging on about it. If he knows his best team, just play it. Play your best team. You know, play your best team. Left wing back. I think we know who's coming back because it ain't the snail. It ain't the snail. It's man like Chili B. Chili B is back for me tomorrow. Was it 4 goals or 3 goals and 3 assists or something? It's in 4 games. I think it was 4 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, I think was his record. Chilwell is on fire. Chili B is literally Chili B. He's chilly right now. Like, he needs to be playing, you know, and for us to play, like I've said this before on Couch's channel, for us to play in a certain way where we're successfully good going forward, which means that we move the ball quicker, we have to have quick win backs. And I've said this on Couch Critics channel. I haven't said it on here, and I will say it again. Reece James and Ben Chilwell are niche bespoke players. They're what I call a bespoke player because in the system that we play under Thomas Tuchel, it is very important that your wing backs are heavily involved, not only going forward, but being able to get back and cover the pockets. Now, to be able to get back and cover their pockets, you've got to have what? Pace. So to get back into position, it's important for them to be able to do that. But not just that. When Chilwell's got the ball, when you've been seeing it recently, and he whips the ball across, Reece James is now like an additional forward in the box. You've always got someone attacking the back post, whether it's Reece James on one side or Chilwell on the other. These guys play it so well because not only are they good going forward, they can defend because they've got the pace to recover. And this is why the system works so well. It's not the midfield. It's not the defense. It's the wing backs. The wing backs are so important. Look at the Malmo game. Why was we so slow and lethargic and not moving the ball quick enough? Because we had Alonso and Aspie. Alonso goes up the pitch, he can't recover. And that sounds stupid, but he can't recover. Aspie, for me, doesn't give enough to us offensively going forward. Yes, he's created goals from whipping them in back post. He's got a very good cross. But it's not his game. Aspie's game is to be a defender. It's number one priority, defender. But with Reece James and Ben Chilwell, we're getting assists, we're getting goals. They cover pockets, they attack space, they defend well, they help the back three very well. You know, you have to be quick. There's got to be some sort of element of pace for you as well. It's the versatility, and that's why I said to you, it's a niche system. This system is relied upon on our wing backs. It's very, very relied upon. And if they're not ticking and they're not playing to a certain level, it makes it very hard for Chelsea to be successful and move the ball quick enough or be progressively very good in the final third. They give us so much, so much. And that's why I banged on about it at the beginning of the season. Everyone said, well, Alonso's scoring goals. Why should we drop him? Chilwell's, he's not. This is why. This is why. This is literally why it's important that you have these versatile wing backs. And they're important for me. If we're ever going to be successful in this Tuchel system, it has to have these two in it. Because they're hybrids. That's what I call them. They're like hybrids. They can do everything. Most important position in this system for me is Chilwell and James. Not these three. Not who's playing in the middle or the front three. It's these two. They make our system tick. And it's important that we get them in playing in many games. But that's enough of me wabbling. Over 108 of you here already. Smash the like button, guys. Let's get them likes up to 75 likes, and then we'll push the 100. If you're new to GNA TV as well, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 3.5k. 2 watch-alongs for you tomorrow as well. We've got the Villa and Chelsea WSL Women's watch-along, which Charlotte's doing on here at 12:30. Straight after that, I promised you guys a watch-along. Chelsea versus Burnley, 2:40, roughly around 2:40, just before the game, so we can go through the team lineups, is going to be on here as well. And I want all of you to be tuning in with me whilst we're watching. We can watch the game together, man. Watch the game together. And that's what it's about. So I'm letting you guys know now tomorrow. Keep yourself free. If you're watching it on your laptop or your phone or your TV, however you're watching it, you're going to have to watch it a bit dodgy anyway, because it's not on TV. Make sure you've got GNA TV opened up on your other screen as well, because I will be live while we're watching it. In terms of the middle, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me on this one, but I'm going for N'Golo Kante. And the reason I'm going for N'Golo Kante is because he didn't play the last game. And I do think he can be used in this game. I honestly don't think we need to have Jorginho in this game. I want to see this. I'm going to be honest with you. Whether we see it, I don't know. But I think Thomas Tuchel might think to do this. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and N'Golo Kante as our midfield pair for me. N'Golo Kante can be the one that sort of covers Loftus-Cheek, vice versa. They can both move forward very well. They can both get back very well. And there won't be any slowness to the movement of the ball. When you've got Loftus-Cheek playing in the middle, he will drive. He will take on players. He will commit. He will drag players towards him. We don't need to just do tic-tacky right, sideways, backwards, sideways. Not to say Jorginho does that, but I just don't think we need Jorginho in the game to slow it down. We need to go out. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you can play with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho. It's not a problem for me. You can throw Jorginho in there with him. But I'm just thinking Kante, because he didn't play the last game, Jorginho did. If I'm Thomas Tuchel, you could get away with this. And N'Golo Kante will cover very well. Come on, this is N'Golo Kante. World class. Our 2 world-class players, Silva and Kante, and Mendy. Silva, Kante, Mendy. Our 2 world-class players, guys. But yeah, that's how I would go. I don't know what you guys are saying in the chats in terms of that. Make sure you follow the Discord group as well, guys, for GNA TV. Click it, download the app, go. It'll take you straight to the GNA TV community. Go and tune in over there with us as well. Be good to have you all involved. Jim just gave us a crash course. Sorry, guys. I do like to waffle, don't I? Just tell me if I'm waffling. Stop waffling, Jim. I'd go Kante RFC. Big up to you. Couch wants the same as me as well. Big up to him as well. Forget about Kante is what Andre's saying. But why? He's fit. He's on the bench. If he's fit, play him. You don't need to continuously use it. We got no Kovacic, hamstring. He's got a hamstring injury at the moment. We don't know how long that could be. If we're going to use Jorginho, just switch him with Kante. We need Jorginho for the balance and control. But I don't think you need that when you're playing against a team that's going to play a low block. Because they're not going to demand the ball. They're going to just sit back. And I just think we could get away with Ruben has to play for me. Progressively get attacking it, dragging the midfield towards him or the defenders so that we can make the front three to be able to run into the pockets. We want him to open up space. Loftus-Cheek has to play. I get the Kante thing. If Jorginho plays with Ruben tomorrow again, cool. I'm all for it. But Ruben plays for me. But in terms of Kante, I think Kante can do that. Kante can do that job. You don't have to have Jorginho there to control the play. I think Kante can do that. He can hold the ball. He can play the tic-tac football, whatever. And he can cover, and he can get forward. He can do a bit of everything. We're playing our best three. I would play our best two, Jorginho and Kante. But you lose the progressiveness. You could get away with Jorginho and Kante because of your wing backs. But if you wanted to be extra attackive, if you wanted someone to be able to open space for the forward line and the wing backs, you play Ruben because he will demand them to come at him, to try and attack him, to try and win the ball back. That's what they will do. Kante and RSL is what Arpan says. Big up to him as well. Nice to see you in the chat. Jim, Burnley will go put gazillion men behind the ball. Exactly. So why would you play Jorginho and Kante? Too defensive. Let's not be defensive. Let's get in their face. Let's get in their face. Yeah, let's get Ruben on the ball. Let's get him running at them and doing them little ticky-tacky runs, opening space and driving. And let's let Kante or even Jorginho just sit with the three behind. And Ruben and Chilwell and James are the hybrids. That's what I call them. They can do everything. They'll go forward, they go backwards, they will cover. We're cool. We are cool. Burnley's too physical for Jorginho. That's what Jazz is saying. Zevio says, I agree for RSC for more attacking options as well. Euro 2021 says, Kante Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, I get that. Kante for the first half at least. If he's struggling against the low block second half. Yeah, I'm cool with that though, Pelu. I'm cool with Jorginho coming on a bit later. We can always switch. If it isn't working later on in the second half, or if it is, and we just, want to bring on Jorginho just to shore up the game, we'll do that. We will do that. Big up to you, JJ Bridge in the house. Over 130 of you here right now, 45 minutes in. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Smash the like button, please. Subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Lovely having you here. 2 big watch-alongs for you tomorrow. Like I've already said about 1,000 times, but I have to keep saying it because there's new people coming in as we go along. We've got the women's Chelsea versus Villa WSL watch-along tomorrow at 12:30. Straight on after that, I promise you, guys, the first ever GNA TV. Let's say, well, it ain't the first ever. In a long time, first ever GNA TV watch-along of Chelsea versus Burnley. I will be here doing the watch-along for that, and I want every single one of you to be here tuning in. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe so that you know when we're live. And if you want to follow the community, hit the disco and follow the Discord group, which is in the link below as well. Let's get to 60 likes. We're not at 60 likes yet, guys. Come on. Let's do that. The lines are going to be open shortly as well. I want you guys to get involved with me. Playing with Kante RSC makes us less predictable. I agree. I definitely agree. Jorginho and Kante make zero sense for this game. I agree, Mike. That's why I said it. Pulisic, another hat-trick. Last time Pulisic got a hat-trick was against Burnley. But does he get in this team? So let's move forward up the line. Who gets in this front three for you guys? I want to know. Who makes the front three? Because my front three is this. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Kai Havertz, and drum rolls, people. Mason the Money Mount. That would be my proposed front three. Now that team has everything. Loftus-Cheek being progressive, Mason Mount covering and helping in the midfield if need be. Being direct, giving an option. Callum Hudson-Odoi for the dribbling ability. Both of these two are your dribblers. Hudson-Odoi, Loftus-Cheek will give you that progressively going forward. Kai Havertz and his movement in and out around the defence while these guys are running into pockets of spaces. Mason Mount coming deep and doing the same. Chilwell and Reece James getting high up the pitch to support these. We turn into a 5 in the attack with Ruben. Kante sits. See what I mean? I know it's a bit I'm waffling here, but that for me is how you beat Burnley. Listen, I wouldn't have Ziyech in the team. If Mason Mount's fit, I wouldn't have Ziyech in the team. And then what you do in the second half is you take Hudson-Odoi off and you put Christian Pulisic on. So you don't lose that progressive moving forward, being progressive moving forward. You have Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek at all times. You could maybe take Loftus-Cheek off in the second half because he'd played the game before. If we're winning 2-0 or same, throw Jorginho and Kante in. If you want to be a bit more sterny and make it a bit harder and make sure that we keep them out, Kante and Jorginho to finish off the game. But we've got to start quick. And to start quick, we have to play our strongest team, or what I think is progressively our best strongest team. This will work for me massively. This will work for me massively. Let me know what Tuchel says in the press conference, guys, because he is live. I think he's going live now, actually. So let me know what he says in terms of injuries, etc. Make sure you come back after that and tune in and the lines are going to be open as well. The lines are going to be open, which means everyone that comes back will be able to come in and talk more once we know. AODG David says, smash the like button. Thank you very much, mate. Let's do that. Cho is a certain, is what Hamco's saying. Callum, Kai, and Mason is Arpan. He's reading my mind. Telepathic, bro. Telepathic. Kai, Cho, and Pulisic. Yeah, I hear that. I want to see Cho, Pulisic, and Kai. Cho, Havertz, and Pulisic. Yeah, I don't know if Pulisic starts. That's why I said maybe Cho, Mount, and Havertz, provided Mount's fit. Nah, Jem, we don't need Mount for this game. We need Kai, Cho, and Pulisic. But Pulisic's not played that many minutes to just go and start him. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if that happens, I don't know if that happens. I'm just looking at to see if the press conference started yet on my phone. So bear with me 2 seconds. Let's see what they're saying. Yeah, it started. Thomas Tuchel is live right now, guys. Thomas Tuchel is live. So yeah, let's get back into it. I thought you were playing Marcus, not Mason. Bex, I know what you're doing. Stop it. I know what you're doing. I would start Pulisic just for the vibe. Yeah, but then you start Pulisic and he's not having the greatest of games because he hasn't played many minutes. Everyone starts moaning about it. Get the game done first. Get a couple of goals or get a goal. Bring him in a bit later. And if he scores and he contributes to it, cool. Don't start with him when he hasn't played that many minutes, is my thing with Christian Pulisic. This team, if Mason Mount is fit, which we're going to find out now, Tuchel's talking, is good enough to beat Burnley. Has everything. I hope he does this. I actually do. I've got the last team call up right, other than the back three. I've got all the front four out, so I don't know about this one. Leave Mount out of this, not long back again, and Burnley will just kick him around. No, I don't. He's only had a bit of an illness. He's still been playing, and he's been training this week, from what I've been told as well. That's why we need to give him a start so he can get some minutes. Then we can take him off about. I'd do it the other way round. I'd play with players that are in form. I'd play players that are actually gonna, that are maybe a bit fitter than others. And the Mason Mount is for me. He's played a lot more minutes. No. We're not playing Alonso tomorrow. Definitely not playing Alonso tomorrow. Start Ziyech and give him a chance to build on his last game. Fair enough. Alonso in the 10 will be lit. I don't even know what to say to that. Yeah, I'm going to choose to ignore that comment. I really am. I'm really going to choose to ignore that comment. But, it is what it is. All right, guys. Let's move on swiftly, shall we? I think that's the lineup, if you want my opinion. Alonso's got injured. Has he? Nah, stop it. You're winding me up, all of yous. Yeah. No, I should be cheering, but at least I know he can't start. So Chilwell will be coming in. Alonso is the breaking news at the moment, as people were piling in and giving me the messages, is that Alonso is injured. Thank you, Pelu. Pelu, any more updates while you've got it up? Let me know. Straight after Tuchel finishes, I'll give a quick update on the lineup if anything has to change or not. And then I'm putting the link in the chat. You guys can get involved. But in the meantime, guys, like I said to you, I'm going to keep bringing it back to you so that you know. Tomorrow, 2 watch-alongs. Villa versus Chelsea Women's, 12:30. That will finish around 2:15. 2:40, straight after that, I go live. Chelsea versus Burnley watch-along. So make sure that you are there. Make sure you're chilling because we're going to go through the lineup. So I'm going to give you my score predictions. We're going to talk about everything. Plus, while we're watching the game, we can analyze it together. Our players are dropping like flies. Who? I only lost Alonso, bro. We only lost Alonso. But in terms of, like I said to you guys, as an analysis of why I'd play that team is because I do think Loftus-Cheek can do this. Yeah, which is important. I do think Reece James will do that, which is important. And the same with Ben Chilwell. They will move up. Kante can kind of reserve himself here and sit or, and join, cover the back three. Kante covering these three, along with them three in the way they're playing and Mendy. Look at that. Kante, Rudiger, Silva, Christensen and Mendy. That's enough. That's what I'm saying to you. Let these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players just go and do their thing. Go and do your thing. Let's go and do what we did against Norwich. Go and get some goals. I don't want a Jorginho Kante in the middle. It's too reserved. It's not progressive enough through the midfield. It would probably still work because of our wing-backs. They're the most important for me. They have to play them too. But, I don't know. Tuchel laughed when asked if he's managed Spurs in the future. You know why they've asked him that, didn't you? Because of Conte and Mourinho. If I was Tuchel, I'd just say never say never. Especially if he's still managing at that point. Hopefully he's still at Chelsea, man. Hopefully we keep him. Is Lukaku playing tomorrow? No, he's probably injured. I'm expecting that he's injured. And I'm waiting for people to give me updates while Tuchel's live. Give me some updates. Also, whoever's over there, let everyone else know that GNA TV are doing a stream so they can come and join us after. Drop them a link, guys. Whoever goes over to the press conference, drop them a link and say, when you finish the press conference, come over to GNA TV because we're doing a live show at the moment with the lines open for them to come in and talk about this team and get involved in the community. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate it as I can't do it from here. But that's the team. I'm going to leave the team like that for now. I want your thoughts, though, guys. In terms of the game itself, who do you think's important? Who do you think's the most important player or players to unlock this Burnley team? What do we need to do? What do Chelsea need to do to be successful tomorrow? Would be my question to you guys. Let me know. Tuchel confirms Mount had wisdom tooth infection, which is why he fell ill. He lost weight and cannot eat properly. He takes medication. Let's see. He's in the squad for tomorrow and can play some. Play some, did he say? Okay. Does he mean as if like he's not 100% fit? So he won't play the whole game, but there's potential he could play some of the game minutes, but we wait to see. All right. That changes my mind already. He's not playing. You know what's going to happen now then, didn't you? I'm sorry. It's not Pulisic. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it, but I think Ziyech's going to play again. If Mason Mount, if Tuchel's saying this, if this is what he's saying as we're live at the moment, then I think you're probably going to see Ziyech come in. If Mount's not going to start and he's only going to get minutes, him and Pulisic might come on a bit later. Does it affect much? No, as long as he can offer us what and just do what he's good at. Just be moving. Don't stand there. Don't be a ghost. Get involved. Kante's been poor. Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek should start. He's not even played, Grey Wolf. What are you talking about? Been poor. He's not even been playing. Tomorrow, Reece James hat-trick is what VDJ is saying. I don't mind Ziyech. Ziyech has slowly been getting back to his best. Do you agree, guys? Would you, if Mason Mount is not fit tomorrow, who starts for you? Pulisic or Ziyech? What are we going for? Abdallah Pulisic will add width for Burnley. All right. You keep saying it. I think he's going to do that. But if you just want Pully, I have no issue with that. But I just don't think he's going to start him. I mean, that looks deadly. I want to see that. Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi and Havertz. I would love to see that. I would love to see that start. Not going to lie. But I just think it's a little bit too early. I do think it's a little bit too early for him to do that. What else is he saying? Tuchel back Cho not joining under 21. Says he's on the right track. But basically, I'm very focused. And that's true. You know, that's true. You know, if there's anyone that deserves their opportunities in this team for me, it's Hudson-Odoi and Cho. They're the two players that should be starting for me. Yeah, he does love playing against Burnley as well. I get that. But I'm just trying to think of it in sort of a logical aspect. He's only played 15 to 20 minutes against Malmo. You're now asking him to come in against Burnley where we need points and start. I think we need to go out and get some goals before bringing him on. 60th minute, give him half hour. But at least it be 1-0, 2-0 up. Whatever the score is. Do you get what I mean? And then bring him into the game. That's what I would do. But I could be wrong because all of this we'll be reviewing tomorrow when we do the watch-along. So, going to be interesting stuff. In the meantime, guys, continue smashing the like button, please. Subscribe to the GNA TV as well. Subscribe to the channel. That would be massively appreciated if you can do that, if you're new here. And let's get them likes up. What are we on at the moment in terms of likes? Let's have a look. What are we on in terms of likes? We are on 58 likes. Let's try and hit that 75 likes marks as well. Afternoon all. Simon, I hope you're well, mate. Tuned in. It's been a busy stream. Obviously, Tuchel's streaming at the moment, so everyone's checking in on what he's saying over there, which is interesting. Interesting. I'm waiting for people to come back to me and let me know if there's anything else new that we need to learn about the game before I give my full prediction on the squad. And then where I'm at the lines, you guys are going to be able to get involved, as always. Have your say. Let's see what we're saying. He's still going. Tuchel said Mount could pull out of England or join up later after treatment. Ooh, interesting. Well, that does us a favour, Pelu. Like, I would rather see Mount not go to the internationals because he hasn't been playing for Chelsea. For that comment as well, I don't think he starts tomorrow. So we can forget Mason Mount already. I think we have to forget. I think we want United to win, but a draw would be better. I think a draw would suit, but a win for United is fine. Abdallah, Burnley needs to get turned over like a pancake day, is what Noah's saying as well. That's true. That is true. Hello, Mr. Liverpool fan. Thank you for tuning into this chat as well. Nice seeing you about. Let's put the link in the chat anyway for you guys. Let's put the link in. Link is in the chat, as I promised you guys, an hour in. Once you've finished on the press conference, get yourselves back over here. Let's talk some Chelsea. Who would you think will get the RO16? What's that? Who do you think will get the RO16? What's an RO16? Someone needs to tell me. Link in the chat for people to come in. Man City lose means a lot than Liverpool because of AFCON. Salah Mane. Yeah, but do you know what, VDJ was? I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening now. I don't think AFCON's happening, bro. Oh, sorry. I'm a bit old, man. Allow me. Round of 16. All right. Who do we think we'll get in the round of 16? Well, I haven't looked here because I think we can only finish unless Juventus lose, I think we can only finish second now. If they win their next game, no, if we beat them and then they win their last game against Malmo when we play Zenit, then they go top, don't they? Or no, it goes to goal difference, doesn't it? So we'll just have to bang goals. But they've got Malmo. We've got Malmo. So I don't really know because it's all sectored, isn't it? So until we finish either 1 or 2, then I can talk about it. But who do you guys think? A few of our forwards will be rested during the break. Lukaku, Werner are out. Kai is suspended for the one Germany game. Okay, so he won't be playing. So he will definitely be playing tomorrow. He has to anyway. Cho staying behind. Bodes well for us with Leicester and Man United. That's good. That's fine. Cho probably needs a break anyway. He's played Bloom in every game. So he'll be playing. The one thing we can both say is that Havertz and Hudson-Odoi are both starting. Both starting. No, we can't still finish first because our heads to head will be better. No, still finish with our head to head. Oh, right. Okay, so we have to just beat him. Well, I ain't that old. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, I get that. Liverpool, Ajax, Juventus, and Bayern are already already through. Yeah. City versus United, West Ham versus K. And guys, like I keep saying to you, I can keep reminding you as well. Tomorrow, 2 watch-alongs, guys. The ladies watch-along, Chelsea versus Aston Villa tomorrow at 12:30. Straight on the back of that, we are doing the Chelsea versus Burnley watch-along first. Time in a while on GNA TV. I will be doing that. So make sure you stay streamed and tuned in for that one. It'll be interesting. So, yes, subscribe to the channel, guys, is what I'd say. Subscribe to the channel. Abs, what are you saying, my guy?
Good, man. What's going on?
Not much. I can see Tuchel's still live at the moment. People are still sort of in and out and stuff. What is there any more news other than that, or do you think that's it? So Mason Mount, I think, probably isn't going to start because from what Tuchel said, he's suffering. Even though he's in training, he doesn't. He thinks he might get a couple minutes here and there, but then he'd probably have to shoot off and not play for England a little bit for the first game or so. That's fine.
Yeah.
So Pulisic or Ziyech? Because I think Ziyech is playing. I know people want to see Pulisic, but I think it's too early for him.
I need Pulisic, man. Someone who's going to run at these defenders because we don't have anyone who's going to be willing to take on a few other players. Ziyech is.
They're sitting there. Hudson-Odoi and Cheeks.
Bunda Cheeks.
Bunda Cheeks and Hudson. There's these 2 players. Bunda Cheeks and there you go.
No, but trust me, I just want to give Pulisic a run out because I think when he's fully fit and firing, he's our second best attacker behind Lukaku. So I want to give him a little run out and try get some, try help him get some match fitness going because we're going to need him for Leicester because Leicester, that's how what's it called. I think they're going to try attack us from the front as well. So we just need to see what going. I want to give Pulisic a little run out though because he's been out for a while and he needs a bit of confidence after the miss against Malmo.
Pulisic is made of paper mesh. No way he starts unnecessary risk. I agree. Look, Pelu, I want to see Pulisic start. I actually would prefer to see. I'd love to see Pulisic, Cho, and Havertz. That would be what you call, dribbling ability. There you go. Do you know what I mean? But I just think Pulisic will come on, but it'll be later. It'll be like 60 minutes in for 30 minutes. But we need to get the job done, and that's why I'm saying you need players that are in form or in some sort of form or fit as well. We've got to get it done. We've got to get it done early. Pulisic is a flop. Never available for Chelsea. He is like Naby Keita. Both perform well when fit, but never available. Needed the most. Do you agree?
Cap. That's cap. Keita does not perform like Pulisic when he's fully fit. He doesn't. Pulisic.
Keita gets ill from just sitting on a plane, bruv. So don't compare Blimmin. Do you know what I mean? Don't compare him to us, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
What are you saying? But from what I understand, that's the only news. So in terms of this lineup, Abs, is there anyone else that you would? Is there anything else you would do differently?
Oh no, probably. Oh no, as I said, I'd probably give Pulisic a little run out just for his match fitness. I'd maybe start Trevor because I really don't want Rudiger to burn out. But I know that flipping Barnes and what's his name and Chris Wood are gonna try to give him a bit of what's it called? They're gonna give him a physical battle. But we've seen it this season that Trevor can do that because he basically kept Ivan Toney very quiet when we went and played Brentford. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Keita would be the best midfielder in the league if he'd always fit. Keita does not perform well. Look at the conversion rate. Creates loads of chances. Mans gets more goal assists than the world-class Kovacic whilst playing less. They just talk so much blag, didn't you, Velf? You always talk so much blag. Funny, man.
But
It's just
also,
a
that's
blag.
the thing though about Kea being the best midfielder in the league if he was fit. That's like saying that Adama Traore with finishing would be the best player in the world. So
Exactly. If pigs could fly, it would that'd be another thing as well, But it is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, guys, over 100 of you here. I'm assuming that the stream's finished. So, yeah, I mean, looking at this lineup, obviously Nick Blue's with us as well, mate. Hope you're well. What would you change? What would you change about it, Nick Blue? Anything? Do you like the lineup?
Yeah, I like the lineup, but personally, I think he will go with Jorginho and put Loftus-Cheek as a sub.
Yeah,
I think it'd be Jorginho and Conte in the middle. Wing backs, they're the only ones we have because Alonso's injured anyway. I just heard the press conference. Alonso, Mount, Werner, Lukaku, all out. And who else? I forgot.
The usuals. Yeah, we know anyway. Yeah, that's
the usual. And I will go with the Chilwell and Rudiger, Silva, Christensen or Aspie doesn't really make much difference to me because he could go with Aspie for experience, as you know. But Christensen is really good. I agree with that. Everything. And up top, I could see Pulisic starting for the first time instead of Ziyech.
Yeah.
But, he could go either way with them. It's got to be Havertz. He's the only one we have. Hudson-Odoi is playing really good. So he's going to be there. I was really impressed with his press conference just now. As always, he knows how to speak, this guy. God. He's, he talks sense. Wherever they ask him, he's got a good answer for them. And I think this game tomorrow we should easily win. I'm going 3-0. It should be a 3-0 win.
Yeah.
Like last year, I was at the game last year. It was so easy. I'm afraid I can't go tomorrow. I wanted to go tomorrow, but I can't. I've got some issues. So I think the lineup is good. Doesn't matter who we play really these days. We all have a good team.
Yeah, we listen. Look, this is why I was so thinking. I don't agree with the Jorginho and Kane thing. I don't think we need to have both of them playing. I want us to be progressive, and I want us to be like. I feel like we slowed down a little bit when they're both playing. You're not going to get anything from them. At least with Loftus-Cheek, you're going to get that power,
fast energy. Yeah. But
I mean?
I'm just going on Tuchel. I think he will start Jorginho and bring on Loftus later, but could go either way, really.
I hope you don't. I mean, Abs, you don't want to see Jorginho, do
you?
I love Georgie, but we need to, what's it called? We need to rest him. So, I don't know. We'll see. I want to go with Ruben and Kante in there. Or you know what? Actually, no. That we'd lose the game. I was about to say Saul, but
oh god.
But Saul against Burnley. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not going tomorrow, unfortunately, bro. I would have actually probably gone, but I'm doing a watch along here. I've said it a number of times. The watch along will be here tomorrow at 2:40 as well. 2 streams tomorrow for you guys as well. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to GNA TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button as well, guys. Over 100 of you here still as well. Thank you for all being here as well. Big up to Declared. He's saying can't join. I'm out listening in. Big up to him as well. Mike's going to the game. Good luck, bro. It should be a good game. I'm sure you'll be a decent game to watch. Penguinho. What are you talking about? Ultra.
Jorginho.
Yeah, he's taking the piss out of him. Sal and ROC could work.
No. No way.
Why?
Because
Okay.
Saul, we've seen him against John McGinn, and he's going to come up against Barnes and Tarkovsky and flipping, what's his name, and Ben Mee and Ashley Barnes. They're going to cook him if he plays against them. No way. Saul cannot play this game.
No, I don't think he will start. He won't be in this game. No chance.
Yeah.
We
Jem,
need
keep it, though.
strong players tomorrow, aggressive players. Rudiger, Silva, Christensen, or has to be the main top guys, because it's gonna be a energy game, physical game.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Always
I do.
with Burnley. Yeah.
What are you saying, Abs?
I'm just thinking our players are dropping like flies at the minute, because from what I've read from the BB, I didn't watch the conference. The only players still out are, what's their names? I forgot his name. Lukaku, Werner, and Cover. And I think Man is still ill. But yeah, we need to get them fit, because we've got obviously we've got Leicester, Man United, and then what's their names, and Juventus in between it. But after that, our run's pretty straightforward, It
is, but they're big games, right? And this is why I say tomorrow's game's more important than what we think. And this is why I keep saying, if we've got everyone fit that we know, and we can field a strong team, you field your best team. So Christensen, Silva, Rudiger is your best defense, right? They're going to be physical. I think physically they're the best three, right? You look in the midfield, right? You've got Loftus-Cheek and Kante, or Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho, whatever you want to do. I just think it's important Loftus-Cheek plays in this game, just because of being able to drag players out of position. They will run at him. He will get round them. He'll drive into space. It will open up space for us. Chilwell and James, like I said to you, are hybrids for me. They're the most important two players in this system, and how we play the system. So, they'll be forward, they'll be going backwards, they'll be driving into the space. If you're playing against a low block team, you need to be attacking. You need your players to move. You know what I mean? That's the thing. And with Jorginho and Kante, they're not going to move. And with Havertz, Hudson-Odoi, if it's Ziyech or Pulisic, they have to find the space. They have to, link play. They need to, it's going to be important. That's what I'm saying. I think this team right here works in breaking down a Burnley team, in my eyes.
I think you're right about Loftus-Cheek. He could well start. He's very physical. He's tall. Yeah, I think I'll change my mind. Loftus-Cheek has to start. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. VJ, what you saying, bro?
Hey, Jim. Hi, Nick. As well. Good to see you guys. And today, good that we don't have a lot of people. So on the panel at least. So I just wanted to I was just looking at the midfield combination. I really agree with this sort of a combination, Loftus-Cheek and Kante. The reason being, Loftus-Cheek can dribble inside, and we need someone to break that defense barrier of Burnley, because it could go either way, right? We've seen how good Sondage can be. So it's not going to be an easy game to get a result, but at the same time, I think Chelsea can do it. Ziyech probably... Is Ziyech starting? I thought he was not well. Is he all right?
Ziyech is okay. You see the squad. It's Mount's got a wisdom and tooth problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope no one punched him. But yeah, Hudson, Havertz... This level seems to be good. I mean, I'd agree with every single person who's playing that. Maybe Chalobah. I could see Chalobah coming in instead of Christensen.
Why?
It's just that he's just been. Not any on-game tactics, if I'm being honest about it. But then he's just been awarded contract. He's going to be up in his game. He's going to be feeling almost that to perform and all that, right? So Chalobah probably could be a good option here because he can drive forward. It's not like, we've seen Christensen, right? It's not Christensen. Okay, for me personally, Chalobah can drive better forward than Christensen. So against Burnley, I still feel Chalobah could be a better option. If you get what I mean, not on the defensive side, but then going forward, Chalobah could be a good option for us.
I think Chalobah will be on the bench. He will come on when we're winning 3-0 or 2-0, 3-0.
Okay. Yeah, could be.
No, I hear that.
He play the third consecutive game, because if he's playing this game, it's going to be his third consecutive game, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is, declares this is great. VJ gets to speak. I know. Every time he comes in, poor guy, he don't ever get a word in. Everyone's always shouting over each other and stuff. But guys, 3,025 subscribers. We could make 3,030 on this stream. So that means if you are new here, subscribe to the channel, please. Please hit the likes as well. Yeah, let's push 80s, like Bex is saying in the chat. Let's get to the 80 likes marks as well, and maybe we can push 100 today. It would be good. And yeah, like I said to you, 2 watch-alongs tomorrow. I keep saying it. Villa versus Chelsea in the women's watch-along. And then straight after that, you've got the Chelsea-Burnley watch-along with myself, which I will be here a little bit before the game to go through the lineups, what I think is the way forward for Chelsea, how we break this Burnley team down, etc., etc. So make sure that you are available tomorrow just before the game as well to sit and chill in the chat with me and have a chat. But Chalobah has 4.5 years to play for Chelsea, AC and Silver. But is what Beck says, and I agree with her, man. I would go with them. Yes, lads, late to the pie, but lineup looks good. Big up to CFC Matty, who's in the house as well. I'm going to put the link back in the chat for you guys to just come in if you want to come in as well. We've got another, 20 minutes or so. If you want to come in and get involved, then get involved, my guys. Get involved. Learn Reece James not to play handball at football game. Is he talking about the Liverpool game? I'm assuming it's probably
That's ages ago, man. That's August.
We are going to win the game, is what Ali Meni is saying as well. Hassan, what are you saying, my guy, and what are you thinking about this lineup?
Well, I'm all good, Jim, man. But this lineup, I think it's all right. I think it's probably perfect. What is Jorginho for this game?
No, he isn't. But you could have Jorginho instead of Kante if you want. I just got a feeling that you might see, you might see a Kante because he hasn't played and he's just been sitting on the bench. But it could be Jorginho.
But yeah, I mean the back three will. It's literally, I think this lineup would be perfect, and it's literally all on the back three. It could be Christensen middle, Chalobah on the right, Silva middle, Christensen on the right, or it could be Astia right centre back. It's just Tuchel roulette on the centre backs. And my thoughts on the game, let's be real, it's probably going to be a boring game. You know how Burnley set up. There have been a few games where they've gone attacking, but nah, it's probably going to be one of them frustrating, like 2-0 wins, 3-0 win, probably. All of our head-to-head games against Burnley have been above 2 goals, 2 or more goals.
Do you agree that it's important that we start well? Like, we have to start well?
Oh, yeah, we have to. Like, if you look at all of our league title wins, we went from, as soon as we got first, we maintained our run up until, I think it was January, February time where we dipped in form a bit, but we still managed to maintain it. Like, I remember at start, right, before Sarri came in, we had to start, like, whenever Chelsea were first, they maintained it. Like, besides, obviously, the odd 14, 15, was it?
Yeah.
With most of our title wins, when we had a gap between first and second, we maintained it. So it's important to maintain it. Because this season, I said it before, I said it many times, this fixture is set up for us to win the league. It reminds me a lot like the Conte season, where we had not bad games up until January. And
yeah, but hear this though. Even our run in December, right? You got flipping. Here we go. We got Watford away, West Ham away, Leeds, Everton, Wolves, Villa, Brighton.
They're not a great one. Our squad can beat that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's just like the Conte season. We're set up to win the league, and by December time, if we maintain this kind of run, we'll probably be 10, 15 points clear.
Bro, do you know what it is? Even like, what's it called? Even if you deep it, you see them games there. The only game where I'm probably worried about is West Ham, because they generally do well against us in derbies. And what's their names? And maybe
Leeds. You got West Ham, Leeds, Everton,
Watford,
Wolves, and then you've got Brentford in the cup for Aston Villa, Brighton, and then you played 2nd of Jan. You got Liverpool. So you look at that December period. I get what you're saying. West Ham, it can be tricky away. That's not going to be an easy game. We need to accept.
And that's arguably the hardest out of December.
Just quickly though, before we move forward, JJ, thank you for the donation, mate. I want a Chelsea win and a Liverpool City loss. I think we can all agree that as we're going into the international. It'd be great to have that, you know. Yeah, going back to this, the West Ham game. We should. It could be tricky, but we could still win that. At the same time, it's not going to be easy. The Chelsea versus Leeds game, we should be beating them. They're not in great form. Everton at home, I think again we could probably get a number on them.
We always win
Wolves, I think Wolves away can be tricky. I don't underlook Wolves because at the moment they're steaming back. And again, they're looking hard. You know.
But I think it's just a waiting period. We have to wait till December to get a clear idea because anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and plus, all these.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We do have Club World Cup as well somewhere. No, wait, that's probably in January time.
That's February, bro. But even then, if you look at Liverpool's December running, they've got Everton away, Wolves away, Villa at home, Newcastle at home, Tottenham away, Leeds at home, and Leicester away. So I'm picking my running over this. They've got Leicester away and Wolves and Everton back to back. Jesus Christ!
What's City's fixtures?
City, they've got.
Because let's be real. Liverpool and City are the only ones that could probably close the gap. I can't see United.
I know that, but even City's is Villa away, Watford away, Wolves at home, Leeds at home, Newcastle away, Leicester at home, and then Brentford away. So yeah, it's not too easy for them either.
Yeah.
In the end, it's up to us when we play Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Tottenham again, United. It's these teams. If we beat these teams, City especially, and Liverpool especially, that will decide the league. We go and beat Liverpool. We're going to win the league.
No. But even then, like I said, with the Antonio Conte season, the league was already wrapped up before January even kicked in.
I don't think this season won't be wrapped up in January.
I know it won't be.
Guys, if we can stay top of the league by the end of December and still be within 3 points, 4 points, whatever, 2 points, going into the Liverpool game, beat Liverpool, is it Spurs and Man City? Yeah, they're the 3 games, I think, isn't it?
They're the 3 main games.
You say you win Liverpool, you draw Man City, and you beat Spurs. We're still sitting top, yeah. That then tells me going into February, March, and I'll be confident because we've been through the hardest of everything for me. It's Pulisic still out. I could see him getting a good run out and potentially starting this game. He is fit, but I don't think it's good to start him, Matty K. Only because, like I keep saying, of the minutes element, and we need to start quick. If he doesn't start well and he's a bit sloppy on the ball and he loses it, and people are just going to moan. So just slowly bed him into the game. You know, that's what I would say. It might get peak for us when AFCON/Club World Cup and FA Cup comes round in Jan/Feb. That's true. Got a busy period around then as well. I forgot about that.
Wait, John, let me ask one thing though.
Huh?
How many points do you think we need to get on 7 in December to stay?
I would say maximum.
I'd say we need to at least get.
I'll say draw at least.
I'd say at least 18 points.
Yeah, I'm saying at least 21. I want every single game to. We need to win all of them.
I'm saying about 18, but no, we can. But at the same time, let's be serious. I thought that this since we've lost Lukaku to now, obviously we've still got Burnley to play. I actually thought to myself that we could get maximum points, and that it was important that we did that. And we're on one more game until the international break, and we would have won all of them, wouldn't we? Literally from when Lukaku got injured here.
Yep.
You know that's big. That's big, and that's without him. So when he does come back, I agree. We should be expecting maximum points in the way that we're playing. But at the same time, we could draw a game. We could lose a game 1-0. You know, it can happen. You know, and it will happen eventually. Just be ready for it. I'm telling you, it will happen at some point where we will lose a game. I hope we don't. But we don't, but we will, you know.
Gemma, I just got a feeling it's going to be in the Club World Cup. It's going to be it's going to be the trophy that we want. That's what's going to happen.
No. We're going to, I'd rather, do you know what? If we're taking a loss, I'd rather take a loss to Brentford in the League Cup. I don't care.
No, I can't take any losses to no one. We're beating Brentford. We're going to go to the final of the League Cup and win it. And then
we hope so. We hope so.
I'm going for two trophies this year at the very least.
The only way I see us dropping points is if our players start to burn out. players almost
Yeah.
playing almost 3 games a week on average. But we have the squad, and providing the squad comes back fit, Bex, then we should be. You see how much we rotate anyway. If we can keep them all fit, including Christian Blimmin Pulisic, and he doesn't get injured for the rest of the season, then we can rotate, man. We can rotate. We just need to get form out of it. That's all it is, you know.
Yeah.
The form's important. How does the Club World Cup work? Do we split the squad?
No, I think the main if it clashes with the EFL Cup, I think we're gonna send the under-23 squad. So the under-23 squad will probably play in our favor until we come back.
Really?
If it clashes, if it
I don't
clashes,
think so. I don't think so.
if it
We can't
clashes,
play under 23 squad in the Premier League, can we?
I think we do. Look how many players we've got, man.
What do we know the actual date of this World Cup, Club World Cup? Does anyone know when we're actually playing?
It's somewhere in January. It's not fixed yet.
February, I think. February, not January.
The Club Cup is where you send the whole squad, so you can't even leave any behind. Crap.
No, it depends on who's registered. I don't know how many is, but I think Liverpool took their whole squad with them that time.
They did. But then they play. I remember them playing a game where they literally just had randomers on the pitch.
Yeah.
It was a cup
that's
game.
the
It was
EFL
a
Cup.
cup game though. Yeah, that was lucky. They only played like silly cup games. It wasn't too much. But
They play like under 23
as could be
kids
a
or something.
quarter-final of a Champions League or something. Or is it
No,
a
but
bit silly?
Jem, no, don't worry. Do you know why? Because anyway, I think between the end of, I think the very start of February, there's a 2-week break from football in general, from the Prem at least. So and plus it's going to be FA Cup games. So I think our under-23s can beat some little, Conference League 2 teams. We'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Blue Ice, what you saying, my guy? Nice to see you about. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. How are you feeling about the game tomorrow? We're doing a watch along, by the way, tomorrow. So if you're
nice.
about, yeah, we'll
Nice.
be issuing a watch along. But
Yes.
this is the lineup we've gone with. What do you think of this lineup in terms of tomorrow?
Makes
This is my
sense, yeah.
lineup, actually. Yeah.
I just got off the press conference, listening to Thomas Tuchel, and yes, this lineup definitely makes sense. I'm curious to see what Ziyech can do again. He looked all right in the last game. I was kind of impressed, actually, but he needs to do a lot more. Finally, good to see Cho in his stride, picking up some form. He really needs to keep hugging that wide line to make a difference in regards to starting most games. But yeah, he's been fantastic. In the midfield, though, Jem, I'd rather see Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I just find Jorginho has been in some kind of scintillating form in the past 2 games. Maybe that's just me, but I
ain't got no issue with Jorginho playing with Loftus-Cheek, but the reason I said it was just because of minutes, and Kante was on the bench.
That's true.
Malmo. Why? You'd think that he would play one game eventually, and I just thought maybe playing with Loftus-Cheek. I think it still worked, But
it makes sense. No, obviously it totally makes sense with your selection. However, I'm looking at Burnley, and I know they're the masters of the low block, so we're not going to probably need to do a lot of defending in the midfield, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure. I guess, again, depending on the outcome of the game, like you said earlier, if we score early, they're going to be forced to come out. But yeah, personally, I'd like to see Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek, man, that form that he's in right now is just money. Yeah, it's just money, man. He's been able to untangle a lot of defenses. So yes. And yeah, your back three is perfect, and Mendy is a no-brainer. So yes, I'm definitely with this. Unfortunately, Zoe, I would have loved to see Alonso as well in this game, just because I don't know. I think he's got more goals in him than
no. I just realised what you said. I just heard what you said. He's injured, right?
He's injured. Yeah, he's injured.
Listen,
yeah, that's
our best wing backs, and I keep illustrating it, are Chilwell and James. They have to play in this system for this system to work.
That's true. Absolutely.
Absolutely. They're both on form as well. Chilwell's played 4 games, 3 assists, 3 goals. Reece James has got 4 goals and 3 assists or whatever. So, they work. That's what I'm saying. They work. So I don't want us to lose that by playing Alonso and Aspi, which we saw against Malmo. We're too slow. It's not their fault. It's just not their they're not. It's a niche position. I keep saying it. It's a very niche position that they play, and you've got to have pace. You've got to be able to get in the box. You've got to be able to get back and cover. It's an important role, especially.
I just find, Jem, you're absolutely right, but I just find that there's a little battle right now going on between Alonso and Chilwell, and it's kind of nice to see both of them trying to fight for that shirt.
Oh,
I think
winning it.
obviously, but at least Alonso is better than last season. He's night and day, head and shoulders better than last season, and it's as a result of this competitive streak between himself and Chilwell. So yeah, he's injured anyway, so it's a no-brainer that Chilwell starts. But again, Kai Havertz, man, really impressed. He missed some key goals in the last game, but I really like how he basically manages. I feel he's the one managing our attacking three. He's
you sound like me. But no, everyone else like him.
No. I'm really impressed with what that young man is doing right now. I find him, the way I look at him, I don't expect goals, and that's just me, please. I don't expect goals from Kai. Look at that as cherry on the cake. I just find the way he stretches.
Is he gone?
Running channels for the rest of our wingers, I just think is money, is cash, and he's still learning. So, and then if you give him a chance, he will score.
Yeah, I think you're having a bit of an internet issue, Blue Eyes. Keep cutting out.
I get his point.
Tip my hat to what he's doing, but sorry.
You keep
Can
cutting.
you hear me?
Yeah, you keep coming
Yeah,
in now.
I think it might have been a lag
Breaking
spike.
off, eh?
We could use.
Okay, I'll come back again. Yeah, sure.
VJ, what you saying?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
I'll come back.
Yeah, sure. I get his points that he's pressing hard, he's trying to put in his efforts and all that, but I'm not sure if saying that he is not. I mean, he doesn't want him to score goals. That's something that I kind of feel amusing, because he's a striker for us at this point in time, though he's playing a false nine, or probably he's playing as a striker. But either way, his job has now become a goal scoring. He has to become a goal scoring threat for Chelsea at this point in time, at least, because we're going to have Lukaku and Werner. So I kind of, I'm failing to understand why is that he's not expecting goal. Yeah, age concern, everything is fine, but he's a striker still.
Yeah. No, he does need to score goals. I don't defend that. I think you spend the money that you have on Kai Havertz and the status that he came with when he was in Bundesliga at Bayer Leverkusen, and he's expected to make sure that he scores goals. And I'm not saying to do what Lukaku does and score like 30 goals a season, but you expect him to be getting double digits, whether it's 14, 15, 16, whatever it is. He's good enough to do it. He's good in front of goal. I just think he's a little bit. I just think maybe. I don't know. He's not.
And
everything
I'm not gonna.
Box. He would just bury.
What is Jem? I'll say one thing about King Kai. Right? You see, when Havertz is on it, he scores an assist for fun. Really, it's just there's times where it's like I don't know what it is. He's got this kind of. It's not even laziness, but he's got this kind of character where he just wants to quietly go about his business and all that. The only thing I'll say is Havertz is one of them players where it's not all goals and assists for him. What he does, in general, if he's not scoring, if he's not contributing to goals, is generally quite good. He's like he's a bit like Ballack. I know Ballack used to score a few more goals for us.
He hasn't got the frame, but he needs to be a bit more bigger. Like he's big, but he's just not strong as he like Ballack. Ballack was
exactly. Ballack.
He needs to get stronger, that's all. He needs to go to the gym, like I said a few weeks ago. If he gets stronger, he will start scoring and be a better player.
Yeah.
Listen,
guys, I want to get your score predictions, because I am going to finish off soon. So we'll go to Abs first. Abs, what's your score predictions, mate?
3-0 Chelsea. Cho, Ziyech, and Havertz all score.
Nice. What are you saying, Nick Blue?
Yeah, like I said 3-0. 3-0. Hopefully, I would just wish Havertz would score tomorrow. Plus, Cho and Rudiger. Rudiger will make his thunderbolt.
You love Rudiger, didn't you? He loves Rudiger.
Of course. He's our best player. We have to.
Relegate
Tony.
I hear that. Blue Ice, you're back with us.
Yes, I am.
Score predictions tomorrow.
Sure. I say 5-0 and Nick Blue, worry not no more. Kai Havertz's first hat trick tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, so-
Oh,
Don't
Oh,
worry. There and then one from Cho and one from Chilwell.
yeah, I hope you're right.
Solid,
what are you
man.
saying? What are you saying, Hassan?
I'm going with the 3-0 win. I've said before, I say many times, we on average these last 5-6 games we contribute to, well, we create 3 goal scoring chances, but statistically as well, I'm also looking at, we only kept 43% of clean sheets against Burnley, so there's a possibility they might bag a goal against us. I think it will be there's a slight, you don't know where it's going to come from.
Yeah,
We
Could be a-
don't do
it might be a
goals.
corner or something. Yeah, or a
It could
free
be a jammy like the City goal. It could be like a jammy deflection or something like from out of nowhere.
kick.
But
Don't. Let's not think like that, Hassan. Let's forget that. Let's not
Please.
think like that.
Sure.
No.
no,
Please.
but I think it'll be a 3-0 if we're clinical.
All right, mate. That's fair enough. What are you saying, VJ?
I think it'll be a 2-0 with goals from Chilwell and Pulisic coming off the bench.
I'm going to go with. I think it's. I've said this a number of times. I think it's very. See you later, Ups, if you're going. Yeah, I think it's very
I
important.
said
that-
5. As in 5.
Oh, you
bro.
said 5. What you said?
Bye,
Yeah. 5. I think it's very important how we start the game. If we come out and start the game fast and we get that goal within the first 20 minutes, I reckon it could be 3-4-0 because they will have to come out. It will muck up their game plan completely, and then they'll just be everywhere. It just falls on Chelsea and how we implement ourselves in the game against them. If we move the ball quick, if we're not slow on it, if we're making runs, if we're having shots, like if we start well, then I see us winning 3, like I said, 2-3, maybe even 4-0. If we don't start well and we make it hard and we're just very slow with the ball and whatever, I still think we can win, but it will be just it'll be a minor 1-0 for me, an easy minor 1-0, and we just struggle to just get it across the line, which could happen, you know. So we'll have to see what happens. But guys, 2 watch-alongs tomorrow. You've got the women's watch-along at 12:30. So Charlotte will be doing that. It's Villa versus Chelsea in the women's game at 12:30. Straight after that, Chelsea versus Burnley. I will be doing the watch-along. So 20 minutes before the game, we'll be going through the team lineups, talking about the game, and then the watch-along for the game as well. So you get to see my reactions on a game live as well and how it goes. And yeah, hopefully you can all tune in. But hit the like button. Get the likes up. Subscribe before you leave here as well, because we're on 3,027 subscribers. Let's try and get to 330. So if there's anyone here that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe as well. Subscribe to the channel. And we're back tomorrow with 2 big streams. And Sunday, the Chelsea ladies show's back as well. So 3 big streams for the weekend for you guys. But thank you all, everyone. Yeah, thank you all for coming in.
Hey, thanks, man. Jem, thanks for having me.
See you all tomorrow, hopefully.
Big up, guys. Cheers. Yeah, for sure. Cheers.
Tomorrow. So, peace.
All right.
See you later.